Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. If you're drawn to stories full of heartbreak, secrets, and the messy realities of human choices, stick around. This one is a tempest. Let me take you back to where it all began. I never went looking for trouble. I wasn't on the hunt for someone new. I didn't plan on tearing apart my marriage. Yet life has a strange way of unraveling in ways you never anticipate. And somehow, I ended up married to the man I once betrayed my vows with. Every morning, when I open my eyes and see him sleeping beside me, a tight, twisting ache coils in my stomach, an ache that never truly leaves. Before everything collapsed, there was Ethan, my husband of 6 years. Our life wasn't flawless, but it was steady, familiar, quietly warm. We had routines, a shared mortgage, 2 cats curled at the foot of our bed, and Saturday mornings of pancakes and coffee, music playing softly in the background. We were steady, maybe too steady. Somewhere in that stability, cracks began to appear. Year 5 changed him. A promotion stole his time, his focus, and ultimately his presence. He was physically there, but his mind wandered miles away, lost in emails, deadlines, and business trips. I tried desperately to bring us back together. I cooked his favorite meals, initiated deeper conversations, planned little trips just for us. But it was like speaking underwater. Everything I said emerged muffled, unnoticed. I felt myself fading, becoming background in my own marriage. Then Jason appeared. I met him at a friend's birthday dinner. At first glance, he wasn't remarkable, but the way he looked at me, truly looked, stopped me cold. When I spoke, he listened as if every word mattered. He laughed at my jokes, remembered the small details. I hadn't felt seen like that in years. It began innocently. A few texts, harmless memes, a coffee here or there. I told myself it was nothing, just attention I'd been missing. But deep down, I knew better. I recognized the craving for connection I had tried so hard to ignore. The first time he kissed me, I cried. Not out of guilt, but because it felt overwhelmingly right, and that terrified me. I promised I'd stop.
Ide kumfas.
I'd make things right, but that promise dissolved with the very next message from him. I found myself hiding, deleting conversations, inventing excuses, taking 2 showers just to erase any trace of him. Guilt washed over me in sharp, suffocating waves, but Jason's attention always drowned it out. Ethan discovered the truth when he read a message I forgot to delete. He didn't yell, he didn't throw anything. He only asked, in the calmest voice imaginable, "How long?" When I whispered, 7 months. Something in his face shattered, but he didn't let me see it for long. He left for 3 days, returned with divorce papers, and didn't utter a single cruel word. His silence cut deeper than any scream ever could. Jason moved in less than a month later. At first, he was everything I thought I wanted, gentle, affirming, reassuring. He told me I was his future, that finally we could be together. A year later, he proposed on the beach, and we exchanged vows with only the ocean as our witness. The photographer insisted we looked like a perfect couple. Maybe we did, but inside, it felt hollow, like my new life was built on sand. I told myself it was just leftover guilt. With time, I'd settle in. Instead, guilt transformed into doubt, resentment, and the haunting awareness that I had made a mistake I could never undo. Once secrecy ended, Jason changed. Charm vanished, replaced by suspicion and possessiveness. He scrolled through my phone when he thought I wasn't watching. He questioned every late night, every notification. The same man who once made me feel cherished now made me feel controlled. I wasn't blameless either. I grew defensive, detached. I found myself comparing him to Ethan, gentle, steady Ethan, the man whose loyalty I destroyed, the man who never deserved the pain I caused. Some nights, I check Ethan's social media, searching for clues. Has he moved on? Does he hate me, or worse, has he stopped thinking of me at all? One night, I saw him smiling on a hiking trail, beside a woman who looked genuinely happy. His caption read, "Grateful for new beginnings." That line struck harder than anything Jason ever said. At that moment, I realized the truth. I didn't just betray Ethan. I betrayed the version of myself I believed in, faithful, grounded, willing to fight for love instead of running from it. I confused attention for affection, passion for permanence. I married the man I cheated with, and I regret it more than I can ever express. Now, our home is 2 strangers sharing a kitchen. We eat together but barely speak. We sleep in the same bed, yet the distance between us surpasses any infidelity. Sometimes I catch a glimpse on his face that hints he may feel the same regret, but we're both too weary, too afraid to say it. I chased a fantasy. I chose chaos over conversation, thrill over truth, and it brought none of the happiness I imagined. People ask if I'd make the same choices again. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't choose Ethan or Jason. I choose honesty. I choose therapy. I choose conversations that hurt but heal. I choose staying and fighting instead of running and destroying. No affair, however intoxicating, can replace the quiet, steady comfort of being loved by someone who knows you, really knows you, and stays. I threw all of that away for a man who only loved the version of me that lied. And now I'm married to him, drowning in the consequences. Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers.